Hello, Wildkits. Welcome. Thank you for being here for our next ETHS Career Pathway Info session. My name is Michelle Vasquez. I'm the ETHS Post-Secondary Counselor in College and Career Services. Tonight, we are highlighting some of our local business partners in the business and finance career pathways. Soon, you will hear from Ms. Tana Francelno, our ETHS Career Partnership and Work-Based Learning Coordinator. She will be introducing each of our business partners, offering entry-level work-based learning opportunities for our Evanston youth. This evening, we are excited to share with students, families, and staff 4 local business partners in this career pathway. They are Evanston Community Bank and Trust, Alem Insurance Brokerage, Bard & Warner Real Estate, and Oakton College Business and Accounting Programs. Before we start, I just want to give a little reminder to our students in grades 10 through 12 that the application is now open for our ETHS iKit Spring Break Job Shadow Week and the iKit Summer Internship for graduating seniors. Do not delay. Interviews have already begun. If you are a student interested and available during spring break of 2023, April 3rd through 7th, please apply before March 3rd. Space is pending. The application for the iKit 10-week summer internship for graduating seniors will close April 14th. Space is pending for that as well. You will be paid $15 an hour to explore a career path that interests you. After your application is received and reviewed, qualified students will be asked to interview with Ms. Francelno and I to find an employer match. We look forward to reading all of our students' applications and resumes in the coming months. For more information about the iKit Job Shadow Week and the iKit Summer Internship Program, please visit our ETHS Career Pathway Google site by scanning the QR code that you see on your screen. These opportunities, they may be perfect for you or for someone else that you know. All right, so let's now get to our lineup of career pathway speakers in business and finance career pathways. Thank you all for being here tonight.
Hey, E-Town. My name is Tana Francelno. I'm the Career Partnership and Work-Based Learning Coordinator. And this month we are featuring business and finance careers. We have 4 great presenters here to talk to you a little bit about the opportunities in business and finance right here in our community. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to myself or Ms. Vasquez. Our contact information will be at the end of this presentation. Thank you so much. Enjoy the show. Hey, E-Town, it's Ms. Francelno here. This month, we are featuring business and finance careers and career business partners. And today we have our very own Evanston Community Bank and Trust with us to talk about opportunities in the banking and finance industry.
All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Stephanie Rohde. I am the assistant manager here at Evanston Community Bank and Trust. I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about banking and the opportunities in banking. So a little bit about us. Who are we? We are your friends, your neighbors. We're your local Wintrust Community Bank. We're built in this area, for this area. We meet and work with all different types of people in the community. And we work very hard to get to know each and every person that we work with in order to best, offer the best banking products and services for them. So I started at Wintrust about 5 years ago as a teller. I didn't expect to keep working in banking, but I ended up loving it so much, and I saw that there was so many different career paths that I could take. What I decided to go down was I stayed in retail because I enjoyed meeting with people face to face. So I went from teller to different levels of banker, and now I'm at assistant branch manager. So I wanted to also just touch base on a couple different career options. There's so many. Teller would probably be the easiest position to get into. But I just listed a few more here just to get you thinking about them. Some of the traits that we look for in a teller and people on the Wintrust team in general would be that they're a good listener. that they are willing to learn in their self-starter. They can teach themselves and ask questions, and people skills and being a team player is very important as well. Basic math knowledge, I want to highlight that it's important to be comfortable with math. You don't necessarily have to be a math wizard, but it's definitely part of the job. The ability to multitask and accept responsibility and follow through with problems from start to finish is really the basic traits that we look for to get started with a career in banking. So I want to make myself available for anyone who has questions regarding the different options we have here. So I have my email up here, and I also included my branch manager, Lisa's email as well. And of course, feel free to stop by the bank if you want to talk in person. It's a great career path for someone who wants to get started in something financial, but they're not sure yet. I would recommend a teller position but yeah, definitely give us a call. We'd love to hear from you, and thank you so much for having us be part of this today.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Stephanie, for your time. Evanston Community Bank is a great partner. In the last 3 years or so, we've been doing this work around career exploration. And so we're really grateful to have you all here. Thanks so much. Hey, E-Town, it's Miss Francelno here with our next career info session, and we are featuring business and finance, and we have Alim Corporation here today to talk to you all about careers in this pathway in insurance and in being a broker. So take it away, Mohammed.
Hi, Tana. Thank you so much for having us over here. Hello, Evanston students or high school students. My name is Muhammad Ali. I am with Alim Insurance Brokerage. Alim Insurance Brokerage was founded in 2012. I have been in the industry for 23 years, and after working for other people over a 10-year period, in 2012, I decided to start up the agency. The main premise of starting the agency was we wanted to give small businesses, mom and pop businesses, and regular everyday individuals the same resources and opportunities and options that large multinational organizations and high net worth individuals were getting. The resources, the coverages that they had access to, I wanted to bring that access to everyday people and to small businesses. Large organizations and high net worth individuals have teams of people, their risk management groups, their accounting groups, their finance group that help them come up with programs to help them get the best coverages at the lowest rate possible. Therefore, at Alim Insurance, we started to be able to provide that same level of expertise and knowledge to our clients, whether if it's your mom and dad for your home and auto insurance or your small business, and to be able to provide them with the knowledge and the information available so they can make an informed decision to purchase the best coverage at the lower price. So what does an insurance broker do? What do we do? Alim Insurance Brokerage is a full service insurance brokerage. What does that mean? We work from your individuals who need just auto insurance or homeowners insurance or renters insurance, all the way up to multinational manufacturing companies with millions of dollars in budget and revenue. We work with several insurance companies throughout the nation to bring you the best coverage and bring you the best rate. We don't work for an insurance company. We work for our clients. At Alim Insurance, we provide you with opportunities, or we provide you with solutions for your auto insurance, homeowners insurance, renters insurance, business insurance, life insurance, disability, malpractice. Moving along, there are several different careers in the insurance industry, within the insurance industry. We are on the brokerage side. There's also opportunities on the insurance company side, or as known as the carrier side of the business. It's entry level opportunities start from an insurance claims clerk, and an insurance representative, a claims examiner, an insurance appraiser, and an insurance investigator. These claims are very specific to the insurance industry. Because insurance agencies and brokerages and companies are businesses, we do have your regular need for an accounting major, a finance major, people with accounting backgrounds. So we do have people who do operations and administrative work. We also need to have people who are specific to the insurance industries, people who have experience or people who can get experience as an insurance claims clerk, as a claims examiner. And there is a big difference. An entry level insurance career starts at $38,000. And as you spend time in the industry, you grow in this industry, you learn more and more and acquire more skills. A seasoned executive can be making north of $150,000 a year. What skills are needed? What skills do you think you need to get into the industry? Entry into the insurance world has very, very, very low barrier. The basic skills that are needed are good communication skills, oral and written, organization and time management skill. You need to be able to organize yourself, be able to handle multiple tasks in a given day, week, month, and be able to complete those tasks over time. Analytical skills. A lot of time is spent in solving problems for other people. You need to have a very good ability to solve problems by thinking outside of the box and then be very detail oriented. If you can pay attention to detail, if you have the ability to read through and understand the details of a scenario of a situation, that is a skill that is very, very highly valuable in the insurance industry. Thank you very much for your time. My name is Muhammad Ali with Alim Insurance. I am the president and founder, and if you need to get in touch with me, my email address is mali@aliminsurance.com. You can call our office or my mobile phone at any time.
Fantastic information. Thank you so much for being here, Mohammed, and featuring your organization. I think there's a lot that students can learn, and I hope that we can have you all participate in some of our other career exploration initiatives.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for having me, Tano.
Sure. Hey, E-Town, it's Miss Francelno here. I am with our next presenter in our business and finance career pathway. I'm really excited and honored to have Baird and Warner here to talk to us about the career of real estate. So take it away, Carla.
Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining. My name is Carla Tennies Kozira, and I'd love to talk to you today about a career in real estate. I am part of Baird & Warner, which is a real estate company here in Evanston, but I also own a property development company with my husband called Kozira Homes. So let's get right into it. I wanted to tell you a little bit about myself. First and foremost, I have lived in Evanston since 1997. I am the mother of 2 children, one of which is currently a student at ETHS. So this is great. I feel fantastic contributing to the community and talking to students like my own son who might be interested in real estate. I wanted to go through a couple of things that I feel are relevant experiences that kind of add to my career, because I think that all of us, all of you, we all have interests and hobbies, and we're involved in the community. We are involved in organizations that for real estate is very, very important, because real estate is about relationships and relationship building. So again, you can see here, there's a photo. I'm a real estate broker. I help people buy and sell homes. But also my husband and I, we are local business owners. We own a small business called Frio Gelato. It's based out of Evanston, and one of our locations is in Evanston, along with some others that we have in the city. I also am very involved in the community. I am on the board of the Puerta Abierta Spanish Immersion Preschool, where my children went when they were that age. I also am on the board of the Maine Dempster Mile, which is the small business association that comprises Maine and Dempster and Chicago Avenue. In addition, I dance flamenco, and I, again, we're part of Kozira Homes, which is a company that my husband and I have that's property development. Again, the reason I mention all these things is because all these different activities and all the involvement that I have in my community helps me in my business in real estate. And so I think one of the things that, if you're considering this career, it's very important to be involved and use your interests and hobbies as a way to kind of tap into your sphere of influence. In addition, I also have an MBA from Thunderbird in Arizona. I have a degree from UC Santa Barbara. I also speak Spanish and Portuguese. And these are all things that, again, add to my basket of skills that I can offer clients. Let's say if they're Spanish speaking, or let's say I go to a networking event for one of my universities. These are all ways to tap into my sphere of influence. All right, so let's talk about different examples of careers in real estate. You might know real estate simply as being a real estate broker, again, representing buyers and sellers who want to buy homes. But really, there are other careers within real estate that you could also belong to. First of all, if you're interested in real estate, you would want to decide, are you interested in the commercial side, which is basically doing real estate for businesses, leasing properties for businesses and services? Or do you want to be on the residential side, on the side where you're helping families and people buy homes or condominiums? So that's one of the first things that you want to decide, or you can also belong to both. Then number 2 is to be a real estate broker, which I have a license for that. I also have a license as a managing broker. Managing broker is if you don't want to be out there selling yourself, but you want to get a license, which is a different license, to manage an office and be on the administrative side of real estate. Number 4, you could also be a real estate investor. So maybe you have a full-time job doing something else, but on the side, you might be investing in real estate to provide what's called passive income. That is income that comes to you because you've invested in real estate. So there's different financing for that. You might want to hire a property manager, and investing in real estate is kind of like perhaps having long-term rental properties, or you might invest in somebody else's project of property development. Then another title would be property manager. Maybe you just want to manage the property for a real estate investor, okay? Or maybe you just want to develop properties, which would mean that you're rehabbing, remodeling, building, and so you're not necessarily the one out there selling, but you are developing different homes that people could move into. You can also be a leasing agent, which is only focused on rentals, right? So you're not focusing on buying and selling real estate for your clients, but just rentals. And that here in Evanston is a big business because we do have a lot of people coming to Northwestern University that have short-term rental needs while they're 1 year in college, or maybe all 4 years in college or graduate school, etc. Another example could be a real estate wholesaler. So there are properties that are discounted properties. Maybe they are bank-owned properties, foreclosed properties, which means that people have lost their homes and the bank takes control of these homes, and you might focus only on those types of homes. So this is kind of just an example of many different ways you can get involved in the real estate industry. I am mostly going to focus on being a real estate broker because I think that's what we're most familiar with, but certainly I can answer any questions you might have about the other types of careers. So I did want to talk to you about my personal real estate philosophy. Again, I've talked about tapping into your sphere of influence to create relationships. I like to create relationships for the long term because maybe somebody buys today with me, and then 8 years from now, they want to move and they want to hire me again to sell their house. So it's very important to maintain contact, to maintain these relationships. And if you are active in the community and active with different organizations and such and hobbies with these people that you see over and over again, you are building trust. And that's very important in this industry. My personal philosophy is I don't want to just be transaction based. It's not just going from deal to deal. It's building these relationships that over time can give you long-term fruits of your labor. I mean, long-term potential opportunities. I also talk about the 7 Ds. Now, most of the time, if you think of why people are buying and selling real estate, buying and selling homes, is because they're having major life changes. And so I see myself as a steward, helping people transition through these life phases that we call the 7 Ds. And I'll name a few, like D for divorce, death, diamonds, right? Like if somebody's getting married, or diapers, they're having children. And, there's 7 Ds, but these are major life changes that would make people want to buy or sell a new home. And so I really, through these relationships, through the trust, it really is a very fruitful job for me. It feeds my soul, because sometimes these times are very trying for people and very stressful. And buying and selling real estate is a major financial decision that I feel very good about representing my clients well. And I love my job. I love making a difference in somebody's life. So for me personally, I'm in it because it really fulfills my soul. Now, there are benefits and challenges to working in the real estate industry as a broker. So first of all, one of the benefits is a very flexible schedule. You can set your schedule. You can decide to work part-time. You can work only weekends or only certain days. So this is good if you're studying, let's say, and you want to have kind of a side job selling real estate. You can certainly do that. However, because it's so flexible, the challenge is that you need to be very focused and very structured with your time, because it's very easy to wake up late, to not be focused. And pretty soon you realize, oh my goodness, I'm not doing any business, because you need to focus. There's nobody telling you what to do. You have to be focused and structured enough to manage your own time. The other benefit, you're a subcontractor, which means you are not an employee. You don't have a boss telling you have to show up at a certain time. You have to do X, Y, and Z. You are your own boss. That's very, very exciting. You are your own brand. You are self-employed. But because of this, that means the challenge of that is that you don't have a fixed paycheck. You don't have, you don't know exactly how much you're going to make every month. Now, over time, once you have a built-in business, you will have a lot of business coming towards you, but initially that's difficult. You might have to have a little bit of a nest egg or some savings built up before getting into the industry, because maybe in the first couple of months, you're not making any money. This is, again, a long-term type of job where you have to stick with it to reap the benefits. Because you're not an employee, you will need to pay out of pocket for other benefits that you might get in a normal job, 9-to-5 job. You'll have to pay for health insurance. You'll have to save for your tax payments. You yourself have to pay for your own marketing and sales dollars, and pay for your accountant, etc. Another benefit of real estate is it has very high income potential. They do say that the starting average salary is about $57,000. You are commission based, again, meaning you do not get a fixed paycheck that you're going to know about every single month. It can fluctuate. One month you make zero, the next month you make tons of money. It's all up to you. The high income potential is great because the sky is the limit. But the challenge to that is you have to be willing to work very hard, a lot of times on off hours, right? You are working with clients who might have 9-to-5 jobs, who can only see properties in the evening or on the weekends. So you need to be able to be willing to be flexible and be available when your clients are available. The benefit, again, is another benefit is tapping into that sphere of influence. So a lot of times I feel like I'm not working. I feel like I'm hanging out with friends, because a lot of my clients come from my sphere of influence. My friends who I dance flamenco with, right, might call me to buy or help them buy or sell their home. So I feel like I'm just going along, doing my life, doing my hobbies, and working with a lot of friends, which is great. But the challenge of that is that first you have to build their trust, right? You have to offer something of value. You can't just expect that because we're friends, someone's going to want to work with you. You have to build that trust first. So you might be wondering, well, is the career in real estate actually for me? We actually have an online assessment that you could take at Baird & Warner. Here's the link if you want to click on that, and kind of there's a questionnaire to see if you actually even might consider real estate or if it's for you. The basic requirements are that you have to be a U.S. citizen or legal status, work status in the country. You have to be 18 years old and then have a high school diploma or the equivalent. Once those basic requirements are out of the way, you need to follow 4 steps to get your license. You do need a license for real estate. And so basically the first is you have to take 75 hours of classes that you could take either part-time, or sometimes people take off a couple of weeks of work, and they just focus on getting their courses out of the way. Baird and Warner, where I work, offers those courses, but there's many other ways that you could do it. You could do it online. There are many programs where you could take the courses online, self-study, self-paced, or you could do it, with a group of people online. Also, here locally, Oakton Community College offers a great program for licensing classes. I'm sure other community colleges do as well, but if you're here locally in Evanston, Oakton might be a good bet as well. The second step, once you've taken those 75 hours, is that you have to take the state real estate license exam. Now, there is a fee of $55 every time you try. Don't get discouraged if you happen to not pass on the first time. It is a difficult exam. They purposely try to trick you. So it really is just a matter of studying and really knowing your material. And to be honest with you, I didn't pass on my first time because I was like, I know this, I've got this, but really it's all in the details, and I had to go back and study, and I passed the second time. And there's a 75% passing rate. It's a 3.5-hour exam, and I'm sure that you can handle it. The next step then is, once you've passed the exam, is you have to apply for your license with the IDFPR. That is the Illinois Department of Financial and Professional Regulation. That fee is $125. And that is very easy. You apply online. Once that application is in, they review it, and you should get your license within 10 business days. So now you're off and running. Now what do you do? I'm licensed now. What do I do? So there's just a couple of steps to get started. First, you have to pick a brokerage, because you do need to be sponsored as a Illinois state licensed real estate broker. You need to work for a managing broker such as Baird and Warner, or there are many other real estate companies out there. Now make sure that you research, you interview, because company culture is very, very important. I used to have my own brokerage and just recently joined Baird and Warner 3 years ago. And I interviewed with about 5 different brokerages, and the company culture at Baird and Warner was one that I found aligned with my personal values. And that's why I chose it. You also want to make sure you have great training opportunities at any brokerage that you end up joining. Training is vitally important, because you learn the basic theories of real estate in your licensing courses. Now, you've gone through all the pre-licensing courses for real estate, but really they are teaching you about the theories of real estate. But you need to have a little bit of training on the practice, like, how do I write a contract? How do I make a sales presentation? How do I show a house? What do I say? And you need to be working with a brokerage that's going to train you to do all of this properly to set you up for success. The second step is you need to start marketing yourself. Again, you are your own boss, which means that you're your own brand. You have to start getting on social media, getting very active, telling the world that you're now in the real estate market, real estate profession. And maybe that means you need to spend a little bit of money on advertising, create some newsletters, offer some gifts to people, and just start meeting with people and getting the word out. Now, after that, I might suggest too that when you choose a brokerage, you might find a team that you can work with, so that you are working with maybe more experienced real estate professionals on a team and helping them. And in the meantime, you are learning the ropes, so that, again, you are set up for success, and you are learning from the professionals who have a little bit more experience. And that might be a good way to start. Another thing I wanted to mention is that you do have continuing education with the real estate profession. So once you have your license, that's great, but you do need to, every 2 years, reactivate your license, make sure that you are up on the latest code of ethics, the latest rules and regulations about anti-discrimination, fair housing laws, and the profession requires that you take continuing education of 45 hours every 2 years to make sure that you are acting as a true professional and representing yourself, representing the real estate profession in a proper manner. So I hope this presentation was useful for you. Real estate is a fantastic way to add value, to impact people's lives, to make some money, of course, in the meantime. But I personally really enjoy it. I feel like I'm not even working sometimes. And it's provided a great, flexible way to have a profession. Again, my name is Carla Tennis-Kozira. I'm with Baird & Warner, and I'd be happy to answer any questions that you might have. And I'd be thrilled if you actually called me, because I would love to get more people into this wonderful profession. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much, Carla. This was such a wonderful presentation. It's full of information for students to understand how to enter this amazing pathway of real estate. And we're so grateful that you're here with us this afternoon.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Hey, E-Town, it's Miss Francelno. I am here with our final presenter for our business and finance pathway. We have Oakton College here today to talk to you about the opportunities for earning credentials in the business and finance career sector. Take it away, Oakton.
Hi, my name is Tracy Fulse. I'm a distinguished professor of business and chair of the Department Business and Professional Services.
Hi, I'm Leslie Van Wolvelier, chair and professor of the accounting program at Oakton.
So I'm going to get started. Both of us will talk about our respective programs, my business and professional services and Dr. Wolvelier's accounting program, but I'll get started with business and professional services. So the first question that people often say is like, well, why should you study business? And really there are three critical reasons why. Is because the highest ranked professions are in the business disciplines. That includes finance and accounting, management and leadership, and supply chain management. And interestingly enough, Oakton College has all of those programs. We have things to help students get the knowledge, skills, and abilities that they need to move to their next step. What are those? Those are the ability to think critically, to work in teams, and to problem solve. And all of our programs are set up so that students gain that knowledge, skills, and abilities that they need for their very next step. So within the Business and Professional Services Department includes the business programs, global business programs, management and supervision, and marketing management. And certificate programs that we have within our disciplines that are shorter form and really designed to get people right to work include the Human Resources Specialist Certificate, the Leadership Excellence Certificate, the Organizational Management Certificate, and the one that people get really excited to hear more about, which is Cannabis Transportation Logistics Supply Chain Management Certificate. Additionally, we have 4 new programs that have just come online within the last year, and that includes the Import-Export Specialist Certificate. And as I mentioned earlier, in supply chain, there are far more jobs than there are people to staff them. So people with this specific experience right out of high school can get to work and earn around $60,000 a year. There's also the Digital Audio Content Specialist, which allows you to learn how to produce audio, so like to create podcasts. There's also the Digital Video Content Specialist, which allows you to produce video podcasts. And then lastly, the Marketing Certificate, which teaches you a broad spectrum of marketing skills and experiences that are in demand for those high paid jobs. Our core team includes Dr. Keenan Andrews, Lisa Sharovich, me, and Tracy Fulse, and Dave Lewis. We have a presence on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and LinkedIn. There'll be a link available to you if you'd like to find out more about how to be in touch with us. And then if you're interested in contacting me directly, you can use your phone, get that QR code, and reach my About Me. So that's it for me for business and professional services, and I'll hand it off over to my colleague, Dr. Van Wolvelier.
Thank you, Tracy. So the accounting program, there we go. I'm going to talk through the various certificate programs that we have at Oakton for the accounting program. So first off, let's just talk about why accounting is so important, and it is. The infographic on the right is from our national professional organization called the AICPA Society. And it really highlights a lot of skills that Tracy was talking about that's important for business, that critical thinking, making really good decisions, and hoping that society will prosper from this information. So you can see that accounting, it's part of all businesses, nonprofits, governments, and personally, we need to keep track of our own accounting. Accounting is a highly regarded profession. Is it possible to go back? Yeah, thank you. Really highly regarded profession. We have solid job security, opportunities for advancement, and a super low unemployment rate. So this statistic at the bottom of this screen shows that by the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, that the employment of accountants is actually projected to grow by 6%, which is faster than the average for all other occupations. So what would a career in accounting entail? Job opportunities are increasing. There's a couple reasons why. One, there's changes in laws. Companies have many more reporting requirements, and there's a greater need for accountants. Accountants are retiring in very large numbers, and we need new accountants. Specifically, CPAs are in high demand. So it is a growing profession. In addition, accounting clerk, which is more of an entry level type position, is also growing. And there are many job openings each year in Illinois. And you can see on the screen just some statistics for what could an entry level, an accounting clerk, an assistant accountant, or a bookkeeper make. Those are often hourly rates, but you can see some companies also hire for a salary where you get a fixed amount each year. Some of these positions, though, once you get some experience, you can definitely boost that pay. And at the bottom of the screen, you can see CPAs, some starting salaries there. This gives you a little more detail on some specific type accounting jobs. So a staff accountant would be someone with an accounting degree, so probably a bachelor's degree, and average starting salary, about $65,000 a year. A forensic accountant, this is someone who definitely has a bachelor's and maybe even double majored in accounting and criminal justice. They frequently will work with law enforcement, the FBI, just to give you some examples. Average starting salary, these came from Robert Half Salary Guide for 2022. Average starting salary, $101,500. Accounting manager. Now you have experience, you're supervising other accountants, a little bit more taking the lead, strategic planning, those kind of tasks. Average starting salary, $120,000. So what credentials, what certificate programs or programs at Oakton are there to help people looking for a career in accounting? Well, in addition to the ones you see on the screen, Oakton offers students that want to come for 2 years and transfer to a 4-year university an Associate of Arts degree. And we have a pathway for business and accounting for those students. But if you are a student or the student is not interested in pursuing that right now, we have an Associate of Applied Science in Accounting degree that includes 7 core classes, 10 accounting classes, and 5 classes that include business and economics type topics. In addition to that degree, we have 4 certificate programs. Our largest certificate program is called the Accounting Associate. It is 42 credit hours. And in that 42 credit hours, you will take 14 accounting courses. That is equivalent to what students that earn a bachelor's degree in accounting take. You would not get the bachelor's, but you would have the accounting knowledge. And some companies might hire an individual with this credential as a staff accountant. The shortest or the next certificate is our accounting technology. Very popular. It is 7 courses and 20 credit hours in total. And it covers things like Excel, QuickBooks, and cloud accounting. Our tax preparation is our shortest. It is 6 courses or 18 credit hours, and it focuses specifically for individuals that are looking to work at a small CPA firm and prepare taxes, both for individuals and businesses. And then our CPA preparation certificate program is a focus certificate for individuals that already have a bachelor's degree, not in accounting, but they want to sit for the CPA exam. So we built that around the requirements that the state, the Illinois Board of Examiners, has set, and students would graduate from the CPA preparation certificate, having all the accounting hours, having the business communication, and the business ethics courses. And that one is 11 courses and 36 credit hours. If you are interested in talking more about accounting, my information is there on the screen. And thank you.
Awesome. My friends at Oakton, you also have really great certification programs for ETHS students to enter right out of high school. And I love that enrollment is in the building on Wednesdays for students that are interested in enrolling in any of these awesome courses. They can definitely reach out to enrollment and we can get them connected. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you.
Well, that is all the time that we have this evening. Thank you again, eTown, for being here, and thank you to our local business partners for joining us this evening for our ETHS Career Pathway Info Session, highlighting career pathways in business and finance. A very big thank you to Evanston Community Bank and Trust, ALM Insurance Brokerage, Barden Warner Real Estate, and Oakton College. We hope that you can join us again at future ETHS Career Pathway Info Sessions on our ETHS YouTube channel. Our next YouTube info session is on Wednesday, April 26th. We will be featuring some local business partners offering work-based learning opportunities for our Evanston youth in the agriculture, food, and natural resource career pathway. Also, save the date. Wednesday, March 15th is the ETHS Career Pathway Fair in the ETHS Fieldhouse for ETHS students and staff during the school day. More details are coming soon. Remember, staff, check your email and announcements to know how to bring your classroom to attend the ETHS Career Pathway Fair on March 15th. Individual students, don't forget, you can also attend the Career Pathway Fair by signing up in school links under school events as the date gets closer, and you will be excused from class like a college visit. Thank you again, eTown. See you next time, and go Kids.